What is up, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today we are doing a brand new video about SuperPower 3. This is going to be the third devlog that has been released, so we're going to talk about this, but before that, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new for more SuperPower 3 content, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. I know you guys are eagerly waiting for more SuperPower 3 content. So to start off, this devlog is going to be about modding, and we're going to go ahead and start reading off of the log. So this starts off with, modding has always been a top priority for Golem Labs. We grew up as gamers in the age of Doom and Quake and many other great games that are highly moddable. We always enjoyed the basic version and then got really invested in mods and extending the games to their possible limits. So ever since SuperPower 1, we wanted to open the game for mods. We chose to go in a different direction than SuperPower 2, where we also released a full C++ SDK that enabled modders to recompile part of the gameplay code and offer even more complex mods. While many people enjoyed that some cool mods are still in use today, it opened a door wide for nefarious uses. Some mods were openly destroying the games and ruined the community for many players. For SuperPower 3, our aim has been to continue offering extensive capabilities while making the experience more robust to prevent malicious uses of the game. First, distribution and installation of mods will be greatly simplified for SuperPower 3 thanks to the use of the Steam Workshop. You will be able to simply click on the mod you want and install it. We also planned on supporting instant update, so when you connect to a server that has the mods you might not have installed, they will automatically install themselves on a temporary basis so you can play on that server. Second, we also plan to continue our support of modding cascading. Mods have an order of initialization that enables mods of mods, weird phrasing we know. Yeah, I know, it took me about 3 tries to get that in this video. Since not everyone can make the mega mods that change everything, but we still like to offer scenarios on them. It becomes easy by simply putting the mods in the correct order. So how does modding work and who can do it? Most mods will be done to use a simple text editor. We didn't want to have custom tools that needed maintenance in a separate distribution path, so mods can be done with Notepad. So if you actually have played SuperPower 2 and you've been playing it for as long as I have, essentially the way you have to install mods is just, it's very kind of like complex. It's basically where you have to back up your original files, and then if you want to install another mod or take the mod out and go back to vanilla, you basically had to do like, it's like a 20-minute process, and it's just so complex. I know how to do it, I just haven't done it in a long time, and I need a refresher on it. So if anyone out there wants to help me reinstall, I think it was HDM or whichever one, I think there's like another one than HDM right now, then go ahead and hit me up in my DMs. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on. So number 1, we have scenarios. We imagine that adding additional scenarios will be the main focus of mods. A scenario includes the playable countries, server parameters, but also any modification of the data for that scenario. You can modify any of the startup conditions, adding or removing treaties, change any of the data on the game, but it also can go as far as adding a country, changing a region ownership, unit designs, and placement, etc. And that a dedicated enough player could make a World War II scenario and recreate the conditions from 1939 in one single file. And then number 2, we have data. You can also modify data itself for use in scenarios. This can be tricky, of course, because of the modifications, which is removing or adding countries, for instance, can clash with certain scenarios. As with all mods, there is a possibility to create things that don't make any sense. One test mod we made was to validate if the system could create a brand new resource connected to various regions, and it did. It all got in the game correctly. With the release of the game, we will also release the scenario model. We have hundreds of data points for every country, which is 194 at launch, and then regions, which are more than 2,800 in the game, and designs as well as more in the future that we may not even know yet. And we actually have a list of them that we're going to be able to edit that we will get to very soon. And then number 3, we have behavior. Many of the equations that determine how data is managed, for instance, government approval rates or resource needs, etc., are taken from scripts that are, again, in text files. These scripts are then compiled and run by the simulator. Also, a modder could add variables or remove them, change the weight, or even completely add new initiations and scripts. So with the behavior of the scripts, we also include equation constants, weights of data, importance of certain things over others to be modifiable. And then number 4, we have UI. We are not talking here about simply skinning the UI. Windows are created and called by scripts, so you could, through mods, create entirely new windows that would track specific data or new data or what else you would like to see in the UI. Of course, there are protections to prevent you from seeing information you're not supposed to prevent cheating through that option of the game. And then number 5, we have some data facts. So this is what I was talking about a minute ago. So essentially, these are the modifiable types of conditions that we can change in the game. So we have 193 countries, 193, 194. I guess there's like one country that they're kind of forgetting about. Maybe it's Taiwan, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. So we have 193 to 194 countries in the game. We have 2,816 regions. We have 4,204 cities. And then we have 285 distinct social groups, 372 media outlets, 1,082 political parties and groups, 231 military designs. We have 89,537 international commerce deals. Now that I am excited for, because maybe we are basically signing all these different trade deals with all these different kind of countries or something. But Jesus Christ, 89,537. That's what I'm excited for, actually. We have 10,718 international treaties. That's what it says. 10,718 international treaties. Now that is insane. 7,580 unique instances of units, and then 1,843 moddable data points, and all of the above. So that is insane, honestly. Like, I mean, it's a wonder why this game was so big in terms, because I mean, we're talking like maybe 55 gigabytes initially that we were looking at. However, I do believe they're going to be initializing the game way more than they have already at the point whenever it was announced. So we should maybe be getting a smaller file, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be looking at the high 40s or the mid 40s, somewhere around there for SuperPower 3, but I could be wrong on that. We'll see whenever the game comes out. And then next up and lastly, we have, while image and data modification would be possible, it would require the creation of more complex mods. All assets are converted by Unreal. We use Unreal version 4 to be accessible in the game. This means that the reference maps for border definitions, 3D models, lighting, and other stuff are created by using the Unreal Engine, and thus are more difficult to change than editing simple text files. We hope to create a way that makes this more accessible in the future to enable you to create all some sort of like Middle Earth Lord of the Rings Uber mod of SuperPower 3. We know some of you out there would want that too. And I'm pretty sure that Golem Labs would want that too. I would want that because I only just now started watching Lord of the Rings, and I would definitely love to do a Lord of the Rings mod. So I think that's also something that Hearts of Iron actually allows you to do. I don't even think. I know because I've seen it. You can literally go in and you can edit the terrain, make all this different type of terrain. I need to go in there and actually see if there's a Lord of the Rings mod for Hearts of Iron 3. I would actually like to play that. And then lastly, we have, so what are your impressions? What do you think? We hope it's even better than what you imagined concerning modding. And then we can't wait to come back for the DevDiary number 4. We'll see you soon and stay safe. Now, to take away from all of this, this is actually one of the more exciting things that they have released. It's because I don't think this is like unheard of in SuperPower. SuperPower modding has always just been so complicated, and I'm pretty sure for the modders out there, tell me your thoughts on what this means for you as a modder. What do you think this will do? Do you think this will make it easier? Do you think it will be more difficult than it was in SuperPower 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And again, I really would like to talk about, I mean, all of these data facts that we have. So we have 193 to 194 countries against there's like one moment, or yeah, 194 at launch, and then later on they say 193. So there's like give or take one country. So it's 193, 194. We have 2,816 regions. So hopefully, I mean, maybe, I wouldn't even say it. What I'm really, not really worried about, what I'm really wondering right now is with the 2,816 regions, are they going to break up the United States into some sort of is just going to be states again? Do you just have to go in and take the states? How is the United States going to look like in terms of these regions? But I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting the same thing, 50 states. I think it would be a little weird if they were to break it up into, smaller provinces like Western Oklahoma, Eastern Oklahoma, something like that. Unless you want the Republic of Western Oklahoma. That would be cool. And then we have 4,204 cities. I'm pretty excited for that because SuperPower 2 had a lot of cities, and I would really like to see what other cities that they could do. I'm a Texas native, so I like to see Texas cities be represented. And then 285 distinct social groups. So again, just like they said in the previous devlog, that's what's going to make it very difficult for you to take over the world, because you're going to have to mix up 285 different social groups that have all different kinds of interests. And it's going to, I'm pretty sure there's going to be not even, whenever in, I think it's like HDM, where if you go into anarchy, you go into civil war. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to do, is that these social groups are going to launch insurrections against your country. And if the dictatorship comes around or something like that, I would like to see how that works out. 372 media outlets. So we actually have to deal with the media in this game. That would be very interesting and could actually have a pretty drastic effect on your approval rating. So I want to see like what kind of, maybe we have some laws that are going to be pertaining to them about how free they actually are. 1,082 political parties and groups. So we have political parties that are in power, and then groups that are a part of the country. So, you can go in, do the Green Party or the Republican Party, Democratic Party, Libertarian Party. That would be interesting. Again, what I'm really excited for, and I want to see more specifics on this, 89, that's nearly 100,000. It's nearly 100,000 international commerce deals. Why are there so many, and what do they do? That's what I want to know. But that in total, we have more than 100,000 different types of data points. 110,000 actually, now that I'm counting it. So we have maybe 110, 115,000 different types of data points that we can edit in this game. So that is just untold in the history of SuperPower, and that is a very, very exciting thing to see today. So if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any SuperPower 3 content whenever I do make it. If you guys want to know more, there's a Q&A video that I'm supposed to be working on, and they've done like 2 Q&As now. What I'm trying to figure out is, should I stream that, or should I literally just... I think there's so many points of data in there. I think that if I were to make it into a full-length video, that video would probably be as long as the stream. So I might stream it. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want me to stream it. That way we can actually talk about it in the stream. So let me know what you guys think about the devlog. Let me know what you think about streaming that Q&A from Golem Labs. Hopefully next time I'm going to be able to do it, because I've been a little busy, and that's why this video is coming out a little bit later. So I do apologize for that. So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and take care.